Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. After the amazing response to our last video about Muslim-friendly countries, many of you asked about other welcoming destinations. Well, I've done some more research, and today I'm sharing 5 more incredible countries that not only welcome Muslim families, but offer clear and easy paths to permanent residency. Let's dive in. New Zealand. Ever thought about living in the land where hobbits roam and sheep outnumber people? Well, New Zealand isn't just about epic landscapes and Lord of the Rings locations. This English-speaking paradise, where 96% of the population speaks English as their primary language, consistently ranks as one of the world's most stable nations. As a parliamentary democracy under constitutional monarchy, it's currently ranked number 2 on the Global Peace Index, making it an incredibly attractive destination for anyone seeking a safe and prosperous new home. The path to permanent residency in New Zealand primarily runs through their skilled migrant category. You'll start by submitting an expression of interest, needing to score at least 160 points. The points system favors those between 20 and 39 years old, 30 points, holders of a bachelor's degree, 50 points, and those with 5 or more years of work experience, 30 points. If you secure a job offer in New Zealand, that's another 50 points in your pocket. The initial submission costs 530 New Zealand dollars, about 330 US dollars. Once your expression of interest is accepted, you'll receive an invitation to apply. You'll need to complete medical checks, provide police certificates, and prove your English proficiency with an IELTS score of 6.5 or higher. The final resident visa application costs 3,240 New Zealand dollars, approximately 2,000 US dollars, and takes 6 to 12 months to process. After 2 years on this visa, you're eligible for permanent residency. Speaking of stability and prosperity, wait until you hear about Ireland, where the luck of the Irish might just be on your side. Loving this video, give it a like and subscribe. It really helps more people discover it. Thanks, and now, back to the show. Ireland. If you've ever dreamed of living in a place where saying, Inshallah is as common as top of the morning, Ireland might surprise you. As a proud member of the European Union, Ireland operates as a stable parliamentary democracy, consistently ranking as the 3rd most peaceful country in Europe. While the country has 2 official languages, English and Irish, or Gaeilge as the locals call it, you'll be happy to know that 99% of the population speaks English fluently, making daily life remarkably comfortable for English speakers. The most straightforward path to permanent residency in Ireland starts with the Critical Skills Employment Permit. First, you'll need to secure a job offer in what Ireland considers a critical skills occupation. These include roles in healthcare, IT, engineering, and finance. Your salary needs to be at least 32,000 euros per year. That's about 34,500 US dollars. The initial permit application costs 1,000 euros, approximately 1,075 US dollars, and you'll need to submit your employment contract, educational qualifications, passport, and professional references. Once approved, you'll receive a work permit valid for 2 years. Here's where Ireland really shows its family-friendly side. You can bring your family with you immediately, and your spouse or partner is eligible for their own work permit. After 21 months on this permit, you can apply for what's called a Stamp 4 visa, which gives you more flexibility in employment and residency rights. The final step to permanent residency requires 5 years of legal residence in Ireland. During this time, you'll need to maintain continuous employment and show you're integrating into Irish society. You'll also need to pass an English language test, though this usually isn't an issue for most applicants. The permanent residency application fee is 300 euros, about 325 US dollars. Once approved, you'll enjoy full work rights, access to social welfare, education benefits, and the freedom to travel throughout the European Union. Now, if Ireland's path seems a bit long for your taste, wait until you hear about Portugal's D7 visa program, where you could be on your way to permanent residency in just 5 years. Portugal. Imagine living in a country where Mediterranean charm meets modern European living, where cobblestone streets lead to vibrant cafes, and the cost of living won't break the bank. Welcome to Portugal, a country that's become increasingly popular among international residents thanks to its famous D7 visa program. As a parliamentary democracy and member of the European Union, Portugal offers political stability, a high quality of life, and a surprisingly affordable lifestyle. While Portuguese is the official language, you'll find English widely spoken in major cities and tourist areas, with about 70% of young Portuguese speaking English fluently. The D7 visa, often called the passive income visa, is Portugal's golden ticket to permanent residency. To qualify, you'll need to show proof of regular passive income. This could be from pensions, investments, rental income, or even online business revenues. The minimum required income is 882 euros per month, approximately $950, which matches Portugal's minimum wage. For a family of 3, you'd need about 1,470 euros monthly, about $1,580. This might sound low, and it is. That's part of what makes Portugal so attractive. The application process starts with gathering your documentation, proof of income, clean criminal record, health insurance coverage, and a Portuguese tax number called NIF. You'll also need to show proof of accommodation in Portugal, either through a rental contract or property purchase. The initial visa application fee is around 75 euros, about $80. Plus, you'll need to pay for the residence permit itself, which costs 207 euros, approximately $225 per person. Once approved, your initial D7 visa is valid for 4 months, during which time you'll need to enter Portugal and apply for your residence permit. The first residence permit is valid for 2 years, then renewable for another 3 years. Here's the exciting part. After 5 years of legal residence, you can apply for permanent residency. During these 5 years, you'll need to spend at least 6 months per year in Portugal, learn basic Portuguese, A2 level, and maintain your passive income. The permanent residency application costs 250 euros, about $270, and gives you the right to live and work in Portugal indefinitely. Now, if you're looking for something with even more economic opportunities, wait until you hear about Quebec's unique immigration program. Canada, Quebec. If you're dreaming of maple leaves, poutine, and a unique blend of North American lifestyle with European charm, Quebec might be your perfect destination. As Canada's largest province by area, and its only primarily French-speaking region, Quebec offers a distinct cultural experience while maintaining all the benefits of Canadian stability and prosperity. While French is the official language, you'll find English widely spoken in major cities like Montreal, where about 45% of the population is bilingual. As part of Canada's federal system, Quebec enjoys special cultural protections while benefiting from one of the world's most stable democracies. Quebec offers a unique immigration pathway called the Quebec Skilled Worker Program, QSWP. What makes this program special is Quebec's point-based system, which is separate from Canada's federal system. You'll need to score at least 50 points if you're single, or 59 points if you're applying with a spouse. Points are awarded based on factors like education, up to 14 points, work experience, up to 8 points, age, up to 16 points, and language proficiency in French and/or English, up to 22 points. The application process starts with submitting an expression of interest through Quebec's online portal, Arima. There's no fee for this initial step. If selected, you'll receive an invitation to apply for the Quebec Selection Certificate, CSQ. This is where the detailed documentation comes in. You'll need to provide educational credentials, language test results, work experience letters, and proof of funds. The CSQ application fee is 850 Canadian dollars, approximately $630 for the main applicant. Once you receive your CSQ, you're not done yet. This is a 2-step process. You'll then need to apply to the federal government for permanent residence, which costs another 895 Canadian dollars, about $665. The federal stage includes medical examinations, police certificates, and biometrics. The whole process typically takes 12 to 18 months, but here's the good news. Once approved, you're immediately a permanent resident. No temporary visa stage required. Plus, you'll have access to Quebec's excellent healthcare system, education benefits, and all the rights of a permanent resident across Canada. Speaking of unique opportunities, Wait until you hear about Singapore's fascinating path to permanent residency, where ultra-modern living meets Eastern traditions. Singapore. Welcome to Singapore, where ultra-modern skyscrapers meet traditional hawker centers and efficiency meets opportunity. This city-state might be small in size, but it's a giant in terms of economic power and quality of life. Operating as a parliamentary democracy, Singapore is renowned for its political stability, low crime rates, and exceptional infrastructure. English is one of 4 official languages and is widely used in business, government, and daily life, with about 75% of the population speaking it fluently. The path to permanent residency in Singapore primarily runs through the Professional, Technical Personnel, and Skilled Workers Scheme, PTS scheme. Unlike many countries, Singapore doesn't publish a minimum salary requirement, but unofficial sources suggest you'll need to earn at least 7,000 Singapore dollars monthly, approximately $5,200 to be competitive. The application process begins after you've worked in Singapore for at least 6 months on an employment pass, which requires a minimum salary of $5,000 per month, about $3,700. One unique aspect of Singapore's system is its holistic evaluation approach. They look at factors like your professional qualifications, special skills, family ties in Singapore, and economic contributions. Your age plays a crucial role too. Applicants between 25 and 50 years old typically have better chances. The application fee is 100 Singapore dollars, about $75 for the main applicant, and you'll need to provide documents including your passport, employment pass, educational certificates, tax returns, and salary slips. The actual processing time can vary significantly, typically ranging from 4 to 12 months. If approved, you'll need to pay a 500 Singapore dollar, approximately $370 issuance fee. Here's something interesting. Singapore also offers a global investor program for those willing to invest 2.5 million Singapore dollars, about $1.8 million, in a new business or certain approved funds. Once you have permanent residency, you'll enjoy benefits like access to public housing, Central Provident Fund Savings Scheme, and the ability to freely live and work in Singapore. 5 incredible countries offering unique paths to permanent residency. Whether you prefer the natural beauty of New Zealand, the European charm of Ireland, the Mediterranean lifestyle of Portugal, the cultural blend of Quebec, or the ultra-modern efficiency of Singapore, there's a place that could become your new home. If you enjoyed this guide, check out this video that also discusses 5 countries for Muslims to get permanent residency. Next week, we're heading to... well, you'll have to subscribe to find out. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, and happy planning.